In the House of Commons, new intake Labour MP Marcus Campbell-Savers speaks out against his party imposing inheritance tax on farmers and points out the false promise during the election campaign that it would not do such a thing. In today's video, we will watch and react, whilst also going over all of the latest news from up and down the country. But first, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel and join our fast-growing community. Just a quick one to say we have new Make Britain Great, again t-shirts available on our store. Go grab them now. They are available at britishstand.com or check the link in the description. Firstly, the Prince of Wales has travelled to Paris for the historic reopening of Notre Dame Cathedral, where he exchanged a handshake with US President-elect Donald Trump. The momentous ceremony, marking the cathedral's revival after the devastating 2019 fire, brought together world leaders in the French capital on Saturday. Trump was seen giving William a friendly pat on the shoulder before the pair shared a brief conversation during their encounter at the ceremonial event. The meeting marks their first interaction since Trump's previous state visit to the UK in 2019. Prince William was warmly welcomed to the rain-soaked French capital by President Emmanuel Macron and his wife Brigitte. The Prince's Paris schedule includes separate discussions with both Trump and outgoing US First Lady Jill Biden. A planned meeting with Trump ahead of the cathedral ceremony had been initially scheduled but was adjusted. William was asked by the government to take on the role of representing Britain at the reopening and is expected to emphasize the significance of US-UK relations in his conversations with both Trump and Jill Biden. The ceremonial reopening of Notre Dame featured several significant rituals marking the cathedral's return. The historic event included the symbolic opening of the cathedral's massive doors and the reawakening of its thunderous organ. The celebration will feature the first Mass since the 2019 fire. Now on the main subject, and as we stated in the intro. In the House of Commons, new intake Labour MP Marcus Campbell-Savers speaks out against his party imposing inheritance tax on farmers and points out the false promise during the election campaign that it would not do such a thing. Have a watch.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. I've spent the last few weeks speaking with farmers in Penrith and Solway, trying to understand the full impact of the inheritance tax proposals, knowing that I have months left to engage DEFRA and the Treasury and seek important amendments. And, let me be clear, if today was the real vote, I would vote against the government's plans. I'm no rebel, I'm a moderate. But during the election, I read what I thought were assurances from my party that we had no plans to introduce changes to APR. On this basis, I reassured farmers in my constituency that we would not. Now, I simply am not prepared to break my word. I'm told that there is no Labour MP in the country with as many farms as I do in Penrith and Solway, and I hope my colleagues will understand my feelings on this.
Madam Deputy Speaker, and can I commend my near neighbour, the member for Penrith and Solway, on his very brave contribution. It's very hard to come to this chamber and tell the truth when the pressure from the whips and the party is to defend the government at all costs. And he made it absolutely clear that this measure will have a devastating effect on farms and the farming industry in his constituency if it goes through as currently set out.
What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments. In other news, experts are warning that certain drivers will be left out of pocket following new HMRC changes introduced this month, which will affect petrol, diesel, and electric vehicle owners. On December 1st, HM Revenue and Customs, HMRC, unveiled new advisory fuel rates, which affects reimbursing employees for business travel in their company cars, or if employees need to pay for the cost of fuel for private travel. As part of the new changes, which happen 4 times a year, all electric vehicle owners remain at 7 pence if they use it as a company car. However, experts are now warning that motorists may be underpaid by hundreds of pounds a year in some cases. The data from Power, suggested that a company car driver doing around 20% of their charging on the public network could lose £200 or more. Analysis from the group also noted that higher mileage drivers, as well as those who charge away from home, are the most impacted. One of the most popular electric vehicles used as part of company car schemes includes the Polestar 2, thanks to its impressive 342-mile range and its competitive £47,950 price tag. A driver of a Polestar 2 doing 6,000 business miles a year, who does most of their charging at a public charger, could lose out on £800 a year, Fleet News reported. Similarly, a Jaguar I-Pace doing 10,000 miles a year with all charging done in public could have to fork out more than £2,000. Niall Riddell, CEO at Power, said, "Power makes it simple for businesses to properly compensate employees and be compliant with HMRC. Businesses are pushing drivers to adopt electric vehicles, but without the right compensation mechanisms in place, they risk underpaying their drivers for the business miles they complete. This can leave them in a sticky situation." HMRC releases its AFR rates 4 times per year, with the next review coming on March 1st, followed by June 1st, September 1st, and December 1st. Advisory fuel rates from December 1st, 2024 petrol engines up to 1,400 cc, reduced to 12 pence between 1,401 cc and 2,000 cc, reduced to 14 pence, over 2,000 cc, reduced to 23 pence, diesel engines up to 1,600 cc, reduced to 11 pence, between 1,601 cc and 2,000 cc, reduced to 13 pence, over 2,000 cc, reduced to 17 pence. Liquefied petroleum gas, LPG, engines up to 1,400 cc, remains at 11 pence, between 1,401 cubic centimetres and 2,000 cubic centimetres, remains at 13 pence, over 2,000 cubic centimetres, remains at 21 pence. Any hybrid vehicles are treated either as petrol or diesel vehicles for advisory fuel rates. What are your thoughts on what we discussed in today's video? Let me know down in the comment section below. I want to quickly say thank you for all the recent support on the channel. We are growing really fast and are now getting closer to our goal of 200,000 subscribers. We started this channel just over 4 months ago, with the vision to show the British public the real stories from up and down the country, whilst calling out the BS the MSN try and shove down our throats. So from everyone at British Stand, thank you. If you've not yet already, make sure you do drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more British content. Thank you. Take care. Goodbye.